Hello, time travelers, and welcome, new time travelers. As always, if you're new to this channel and enjoy learning about history one event at a time, then don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Without further ado, let's get into it. Today, we're going to start out in 1661 when Charles II, who ruled Spain from 1665 to 1700, was the last monarch of the Spanish Habsburg dynasty, was born. Moving on to 1854, when American bandmaster John Philip Sousa, who composed 136 military marches, was born. Now, on this day in 1860, Americans elected their president, Abraham Lincoln, whose victory led to the secession of southern states and the long and bloody Civil War that lasted until 1865 and ended slavery in the U.S. In 1887, professional baseball player Walter Johnson, who had perhaps the greatest fastball in the history of the game, was born in Humboldt, Kansas. Now, the following year, in 1888, Benjamin Harrison of the Republican Party was elected U.S. president by an electoral majority, despite losing the popular vote by more than 90,000 to his Democratic opponent, Grover Cleveland. In 1917, the second phase of the Russian Revolution of 1917 began as Bolsheviks seized power in Russia. In 1945, Foreign Commissioner Mavato decried the use of atomic energy as an instrument of power policies and predicted that Russia would have atomic energy in the future. Now, 20 years later, in 1965, Cuba and the United States reached an agreement on a U.S. aircraft of 3,000 to 4,000 immigrants from Cuba to the U.S. each month. In 1984, U.S. President Ronald Reagan won re-election in a landslide victory over Democratic candidate Walter F. Mondale. 1995 is when Art Modell, the owner of the NFL's Cleveland Browns, announced that he was moving the team to Baltimore, which enraged sports writers and Cleveland fans. On this day in 2004, on the third day of the government attacks against rebel-held area, 8 French peacekeepers were killed and 23 wounded in the town of Bocaux, Côte d'Ivoire. The following year, in 2005, Iran reveals that it allowed International Atomic Energy's Agency inspectors access to its Parchment military complex and reports that it has sent a note to the 3 European countries it has been negotiating with, requesting a resumption of talks. And our final event happened in 2012 when American politician Tammy Baldwin, a Democrat from Wisconsin, became the first openly gay person to be elected to the U.S. Senate. And with that, we return to 2024 and our current history. Now, let's head over to the animal kingdom, where cats were domesticated 9,500 years ago in ancient Egypt. They were worshipped in ancient Egypt, and some historians report that it was illegal to kill a cat. Now let's head into the science lab, where it rains methane on Saturn's largest moon. Titan is the only moon in our solar system with a dense atmosphere and the only body except Earth with liquid rivers, lakes, and seas fed by rainfall. This rainfall isn't water though, it's liquid methane. That is creepy. If anyone has any idea what liquid methane is, let me know in the comments section, because I'm curious to figure out what liquid methane is, because I don't remember what it is. As always, if you enjoy learning historical events from around the world, then don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. I'll see you all in the next one.